Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lorie Andersen, and I'm super excited to be here with you tonight. Again, I want to thank our guests for joining in with us this evening. And you know what? Make sure you thank the person that asked you to be here tonight, because they obviously thought enough of you to have you tune in and see what we're doing here with this incredible company called Govvi. I make my home here in Utah with my husband and my daughter. I actually am a mom of 5, but I have one left at home. She's 16. And I have been in and around a home-based business industry for about 26 years. I've owned a couple of traditional companies, and I have built networks in both the service and the product realm of the networking industry. And so what I'm about to share with you tonight is very different than maybe anything that you've seen before. It certainly was to me, because this model, while there's some things that may look similar to something you've seen before, the model actually was created very differently. So let's go ahead and get started. I first want to talk to, there's 3 different types of people. There's 3 different types on this call tonight. And I'd like for you to ask yourself the question, what group do you think that you're in? Group 1 is, you're running hard, but you never get ahead. Kind of feeling like that hamster on the wheel, right? Like you just work and work and work and work. You've got debt. The cost of living just continues to rise. I don't know about you, but it's easy to just use the credit card because you have no place else to go, right? To be able to get access to that. You're in a job, and rather than say dead end, like maybe you've got a great job, but there's just nowhere to go ahead in that job. Like you've reached that place that you can't go any further. And financially, it's a little uncertain. Right now in 2023, you have to make 35% more money today than you did back in 2021, just to be able to continue to live the way you did in 2021. And when you stop and think about that, I know that I'm speaking to you. It's like, how do I get myself out of this? There's only so much time in the day, only so many days in a week. So how do I do that? So that's one group. Group 2 is you're winning financially, but your lifestyle is suffering. Maybe you're just trading hours for money, and financially you're doing all right, but you have no time freedom. You're paying someone else to take care of your family, your children. And that of course sacrifices your health. And you have a business or a situation that actually owns you, and you don't have the freedom to be able to make different choices. Perhaps you have a great corporate job, but with that comes a lot of stress, right? Group 3 is you're living your dream lifestyle, which is awesome. Congratulations. You have that financial freedom. You get to spend quality time and quality lifestyle with your loved ones. You have both the time and the money to really enjoy your life. So you're in one of those 3 groups. And I want to talk to all 3 of you. The world today has changed with inflation at those record highs because people are looking for more and more options. And this is a really interesting slide in that it's the cash flow quadrant. So when you stop and think about what those options are, as an employee, you're only going to make more money based on the amount of active work you can do, right? And again, there's only so many hours in the day. If you're self-employed, same thing. The amount of active work is what determines your income. As a business owner, the income doesn't necessarily depend on your active work, but it does depend on your employees. So if you're in a situation where you happen to own a business, but you have a hard time finding consistent employees that you can trust to run that business for you, then perhaps that's not really a good solution either. And then there's an investor. Maybe you have enough money set aside and you make some good decisions to be able to invest it wisely. And then that income doesn't depend on your active work. It depends upon the return on that investment. What I'm going to talk to you about is building that dream lifestyle with Govvi. With the low startup costs, there's no risk because you don't have to worry about any of the things that the Govvi corporate office takes care of. You set your own hours. You can work part-time online from anywhere around the world. And we have a proven system, the ability to leverage our experience, leverage our relationships and contacts to be able to build this amazing company, which gives us an unlimited residual income potential. So let's talk about the unlimited residual income potential. If you can stop and think about sharing a product that is going to be used on a regular basis. We have products that are used on a weekly basis. We have products that are used on a daily basis. We're soon to have products that will be used multiple times a day. And every time that somebody orders those products, of course, you have an opportunity to participate in what that looks like from a financial standpoint. There's huge tax advantages. If you're not familiar with what that looks like, I can tell you that having a home-based business gives you huge tax advantages, ranging anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 just in a deduction for having a home-based business. And that's significant to be able to put more money in your pocket. You get to choose the people that you want to work with. Some of my very best friends are on this call tonight, and I've met through this incredible industry that I never would have met had we not come together with a common goal here to help this company grow. We get to travel to fun and exciting places. And I think the best part is you actually get to have a hand in helping other people while you're helping yourself. You know, there's no greater gift than knowing that you've poured into another person that's made a difference in their life, and you actually get to benefit from that as well. So what am I talking about? Govvi is an e-commerce platform. Now, I want to just stop a second, and we all have heard of Amazon, right? Amazon began in the 1990s selling books. Jeff Bezos decided that he wanted to start selling books out of his garage, and he is now the richest man in the world because he built a community selling books. And then little by little, he continued to add other products. We all know what it is. I happen to be a Prime member. I love getting on Amazon and not having to worry about going to the store. Well, Govvi recognized, what if they could take that same philosophy, that same business model, and bring products to the marketplace that were relevant, but instead of hiring a bunch of employees and paying for advertising and all those types of things, what if they were allowed an individual like you and I to participate? And if we would help them spread the word of this e-commerce platform, we would have an opportunity to get paid for helping that company grow. And that's exactly what Govvi did. The demand is driven by the community. So we get to create a business, and we also get to be part of the voice in what it is that we're going to bring to the marketplace. Our community decides on what products we want through what's called an LTO program. So when we first started in June of 2022, the relevant thing in the marketplace was a high cost of gas, right? It's still high. In fact, here in Utah, it continues to go up again. And they launched with what's called a fuel boosting tablet. That's really extraordinary. This is one of those products that you would use probably once a week, right? If you fill up once a week. It's an organometallic compound in a tablet that helps you increase your miles per gallon. Your car burns cleaner and it reduces emissions by over 40%. And you also have lower maintenance on your vehicle. And this is not a new formulation, ladies and gentlemen. This is based on a Nobel Prize technology going back in the 1970s, but it was sold to big commercial type companies. As the high price of gas happened here, it's now relevant in our households on an individual basis. And Govvi recognized that. So they launched this model with our fuel boosting tablets that you're going to see anywhere from a 10 to 20% increase of more miles per gallon. In our household, we're saving somewhere around $400 a month between 3 vehicles. That's significant to be able to have access to this, in addition to what we're doing to the environment, right? In reducing the emissions. Now, one of our newest products is really awesome. If you don't know much about glutathione, I would encourage you to Google it, because glutathione is an antioxidant that we're all born with. Our bodies make it. But the truth is, as we age, just like other things that happen in our bodies, it reduces the amount of glutathione that's made. So Boost is actually a proprietary liposomal formulation that not only gives you an immediate boost of glutathione, but it also encourages the growth of more glutathione. That enhances the immune system, slows the aging process, increases energy, supports internal organ and cell function, enhances brain activity. You absolutely just feel overall better. And like I said, if you don't know much about glutathione, make sure that you research that, because when you do not have glutathione in your body, well, you're dead. So this is something that you absolutely have to have. I can tell you that in the year 2020, this became a very relevant product because it's such a powerful antioxidant at fighting off different things that our bodies take in. This is one of my favorites, my most recent favorite, and it's our proprietary weight loss supplement. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a fan of weight loss products. They've never worked for me. I mean, I think I'm with everybody else. I could, stand to lose a few pounds, but I've never found anything that I actually would enjoy taking that didn't make me feel yucky. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. The truth is, after I turned 50, I'll speak to all the ladies here tonight. Menopause is real, and about 30 pounds went on my body. And I have not been able to move that needle for years. It didn't matter what I did. I've been taking this now for a little over a week and a half on a consistent basis every single day. And I actually went in for a checkup with my physician here just a few days ago, and I've lost 6 pounds. And I cried. I was so excited and shocked because we've been crazy moving and I hadn't stopped to even look at the scale. But here's the truth. I feel awesome. The thing that I will tell you I notice is I get full. I eat a meal. I'm eating all the normal things that I normally eat, but I don't crave sweets. I don't crave the junk. And I also get full faster. So I just stop eating when I'm full. This particular product is going to be released as an LTO. We're part of the testing phase of this product, and it's going to be released as an LTO here in just the next few weeks. And I can tell you, it is absolutely incredible, and the testimonials are amazing. Coming soon, we've got a really fantastic international coffee launch that I will just tell you is going to change the game of our e-commerce platform. Healthy coffee that's alkaline based, so your pH is going to stay normal, and at a price per cup that's less than Denny's or your local restaurant. So it's really going to be exciting. I want to share that with you because I want you to stop and think about how many people do you know that drink coffee? How many people do you know that drink coffee that would like to feel better when they do drink coffee? There's 400 million cups of coffee sold in just the United States. I'm not sure what there's some other representatives of countries here on this call tonight, how much it's is sold in your country, but that's just here in the United States. And if you had the opportunity to leverage this situation to let people know about this particular coffee, what could that mean to you financially? So ladies and gentlemen, that's what we do. We teach individuals like you how to use our online system to gather customers and to gather additional people that say, hey, I'd like to make some extra money. We have a compensation structure that we get paid on our efforts. We get paid on the efforts of others if you wish to build a network. We have that passive income because of the continual ordering of those products that people love. There's 7 different ways that we get paid. We can build a customer base, and we can simply have our customers order through our e-commerce platform. Now, I want to kind of stop here a second. Let's go back to that Amazon model. Remember when Amazon was just, you'd go online and you'd order and it was shipped to your house. And then they made a shift and they made a shift to the world of influencers, right? And influencers would have the opportunity to find different products that they liked on Amazon. They would talk about it, and then they would earn a percentage for anybody that saw their content on social media or otherwise. They would get paid a percentage for everybody that would go there and use their code to be able to purchase. I just want you to expand your thinking. You don't have to do a TikTok video to have success here at Govvi. But what you can do is it goes beyond just you sharing your code. Because when you build a network, you have an opportunity to be paid on the entire network. We have a first order reward as we build that network. It's called a 2-team reward or a binary, which means that as everybody comes into the Govvi company as a result of you or somebody you've introduced into the business, they're connected to you. And that network builds volume, and you're paid a percentage of what that volume looks like every single week. We have our Govvi Life Reward, which is one of my favorites, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. As you build that network and you're sponsoring different people, inviting different people, just like you were invited here today, you have an opportunity to participate in what that income looks like for them. And of course, their network, again, with the generation matching reward. The life reward is really the foundation of everything we do. I told you I've been involved in the home-based business industry for 26 years, but I took a little bit of a break in about 2009. I actually did consulting and went on the corporate side of the networking industry for many years. And I really didn't know that I would ever come back and build in the networks again. And the reason for that is because while I did well, there were a lot of people that I developed and trained that didn't have the same luck, if you will, that I did. They didn't have the same ability that I did. This life reward was the answer for me that I found now. I actually could bring a person into our community with zero experience, share some tools, show them how they could do that, and they actually can win as much as I can win, even though I got all these years of experience. The life reward is the foundation of everything we do, and it unlocks all the other 6 ways that we get paid. It's really just as simple as 1, 2, 3. So let me share that with you. First, you would get involved with Govvi on a subscription. It's $100 to start your business. Think about any business you've ever started. I can promise you spent more than $100. Here, it's $100. With that, you're going to get the product that you choose. In this case, you would have fuel, or you would have the glutathione or the WOW, depending upon when you decided to join Govvi. But you would have a $100 subscription. You simply just share this same information with 2 other people. Do you know 2 people that would go, you know what, this sounds awesome. I think that I would like to be able to participate in this. I could use the extra money, and I absolutely want some of those products. Once you've shared that with 2 people who also have a $100 subscription, they share it with 2 people that have a $100 subscription. You have your first Govvi Life Reward. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest deal in our compensation plan because this is the first step. And now you're in business at no out of pocket because your life reward is $100 a month. Residual every single month. You're now in business. You have a little bit of a team of a network of people that you can continue to build upon, and it's not costing you any money. You're saving money if you're using the fuel tablets. And of course, if you're using any of the other products, then you're benefiting from a health standpoint as well. Those Govvi Life Rewards, just that one section of the compensation structure, allows you to earn up to $700 a month just on those bonuses. But again, remember, when you've shared it with 2 people, it unlocks everything else in the compensation plan, and you have the opportunity to participate in all 7 ways. Get back with the person who asked you to come here today. They can get into more of those details, but I will just tell you, this compensation structure and the way that they share that with the teams and the network is really quite extraordinary. With here at the Go Squad, you've got support, training, and mentoring. That's what we do. We share this with other people. We develop a customer base, but we also build a network. And when we build that network, we support, train, and mentor. You're in business for yourself, but of course not by yourself. And we do that through weekly team trainings that we do online. We have regional and national events that you can participate in. We have an incredible online system with people that have got tons of experience in how to use socials, how to do Zooms, how to do all kinds of things they can plug you into through our team. We have a complete back office to help you manage your business, so you don't need to worry about that. That's one of the things that I love about Govvi. They make the product, they manufacture, they ship on time, they make sure that everybody gets what they've ordered, they take care of all of the back end office, and they pay us our commissions, direct deposits into our account. All we need to do is invite other people to what Govvi is doing here. We have a strong field leadership team. And now recently, we've got a really exciting announcement in that this squad has the ability to offer for our US-based distributors a healthcare discount through an actual health group plan. So for those of you who are in need of good health insurance, you have an opportunity to participate in that here at a really, really incredible price. So timing and positioning is key, just like it is in anything, right? We just started in June. There's about 24,000, maybe 25,000 promoters around the world. We do business in 60 countries. We have 16 fulfillment centers fulfilling product all around the world. But imagine if you're one of those next in line beyond the 24,000, what this is going to look like in a year, 2 years, 5 years from now. If you go back to the analogy of Amazon, when Jeff Bezos started selling books and where he is today, if you find yourself even curious, you can get your questions answered and get your positioning, because we are going to build a massive company all around the world. And what that means to you, of course, is you get to participate in what that looks like as we continue to grow. There's 3 types of people. Customers support the person that invited you, right? If some of these product makes sense to you, get a product order placed. Let them know that you'd like to try that fuel tab. You're going to increase your gas mileage, you're going to reduce the maintenance on your car, and you're contributing to the environment, right? By reducing emissions. There's some of you that go, you know what, this makes sense, Lorie, and I could use some extra money, and you want to make some part-time income. And that's awesome. We can get you plugged in. Let the person know that you want to get plugged in. There are groups that they'll connect you to. Make sure that you get on the phone with all of us so that we can say hello and we can help you get started with how you develop that part-time income. And then there's a real opportunity here for those of you that want to replace your income. We've got people with no experience in the networking industry that are on their path to do that right now, just by simply plugging into the tools and sharing this amazing opportunity with other people. They're changing not just their lives, but the lives of those people that they've also invited. So the magic moment is now, right? I'm sure you've all heard this. The definition of insanity is just keep doing what you've always done, but wanting it to change or expecting it to change. It is a true principle. If you want something to change, you got to change. You got to do something different. And participating in Govvi, I will tell you, was one of the best decisions that my husband and I ever made. I'm glad we're here. I am thrilled and blessed to be a part of this amazing organization, and we certainly would love to be able to work with you as well. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hopefully we'll have an opportunity to visit again soon. Take care.